Hi, my name is Becky Cates, and I'm one of the leaders at the Village's Operation Christmas Child Club. Today I want to show you how to sew a snap bag, which is one of the items we like to put in our girls' 5 to 9 and 10 to 14-year-old boxes. It's called a snap bag because when you open it, it snaps shut without having to put a zipper or a flap. And that's because we use a piece of a tape measure, a metal tape measure, in this casing at the top to shut the bag. The pieces that you need to make a snap bag are one piece of decorative fabric that's 8 by 13, and that's our floral here. One piece of 8 by 13 batting, which is our piece right here. And then one piece that's going to be the lining, and that's your largest piece, and it's 8 by 16 and a half. You also need 2 pieces of ribbon, 4 inches each, and 2 pieces of tape measure and a metal tape measure, and you need to round the corners and put some tape on it so it won't snag when you put it in your casing, and those are 7 inches each. So to put the pieces together for a snap bag, first you'll turn your largest piece, your lining of your bag, upside down with the pretty side down and the back side up. You're going to put your piece of batting on top of that, centering it, and then your decorative fabric will go on top of that. Next, you'll press a 1/4 inch seam and then press the rest of it up, which I can show you here on this piece how we did that. 1/4 inch and then up the rest of the way. So when you get your kits that we have made in our club, it will come like this. There will be 10 of these in your bag. There'll be 20 of these ruler pieces and 20 pieces of ribbon along with an instruction sheet. We have already done this part for you, so you don't have to worry about the measurements, but I wanted to give them to you in case you wanted to make one on your own sometime. So the first thing we're going to do is take our pieces of ribbon and fold them in half, and we're going to pin them in the center underneath each of these casings, which we're going to sew this one. And we'll pin this one. And then we'll go to the sewing machine and we will sew, I'm going to put the pin in this way, this casing. We want to sew it as close to the edge as we can, catching the ribbon, but also making sure we leave enough room. We don't want to get it too far in because then our tape measure won't fit in there. So we're going to go and sew across here and across here.
Go.
Okay, you'll do that on both ends of the bag. Okay, we have both of these casings sewn close to the edge with our ribbon folded over in, and we've left a casing here that we're going to slip in the tape measure. But first we're going to fold it up, right sides together, and sew down one seam, just with a straight stitch first, and then we'll zigzag it after we make sure all the ends have caught, but only do one side first. Okay, I've got one pin in, and I'm going to take my finger and make sure that this inside piece isn't folded up in there. I'm just going to stretch it out before I put my other pin in. And then I'm going to sew a 1/4 inch seam along this edge. Okay, we've got our 2 pieces of tape measure now, and you notice one side has the numbers and one side's plain. This is our lining side, what is on the outside right now, and we want to make sure the numbers are facing the lining side. So we're going to slip it in the casing in the lining side. Going to do the same on the other side, slip it in facing the lining side. Push it down just a little bit. Then we're going to sew this side closed, 1/4 inch seam close to the edge.
Okay.
You might have to walk your machine just a little bit to get it past the rulers. we've got both sides sewn now, and we're gonna check to make sure we caught both edges. Kind of snap it open and push those corners through. And this side looks good. This side looks good. So let's put it back wrong side out again for a minute, because we're gonna zigzag over those seams, because this bag's gonna be open and shut a lot by the child who receives this, and we wanna make sure that their bag stays together well. So we're gonna zigzag over those seams just to give them a little bit more stability, and then your bag will be done. Okay, we've got both sides of our bag zigzag now, so let's turn it right side out. You might have to use the end of your scissors or something to poke your corners out. Looks like my fingernails are doing fine on that. And we have our snap bag.